like let you guys see as well. So that's before. It's like 9 o'clock at night, so I don't know. It should be like really dark, or you know, whatever. It shouldn't be light because it's like nighttime. It's not morning, because my last pregnancy I had a very dark line. I took my first test ever. I was like 5 weeks 3 days, and I went to the doctor. I was 5 weeks 5 days. Soon after that, okay, yeah, so I've already seen that there's a line, which is fine. Like, that doesn't really mean much to me right now. I'm not gonna look at anymore. I wanted to wait to see how dark it's gonna get, but my camera's gonna die. Oh my god. Okay, so we got timer going for 3 minutes. So yeah, I wanted to do like a 5-week symptom video. I'm 6 weeks, actually tomorrow I'm 5 weeks and 6 days today. Let me make sure, because I think it just said 5 weeks 5 days, so let me check. Okay, yeah, so I'm 5 weeks 6 days today, and so that means I'm 6 weeks tomorrow. If you guys don't know, 6 weeks 6 days is when I miscarried last time. I didn't know that I had miscarried. I had a miscarriage, and I didn't know I had miscarried until I was about 11 weeks. But the baby did stop growing at 6 weeks 6 days. So yeah. I'm just nervous to see what this test, if it makes sure it comes back darker. I'm literally just so worried, because this is how my last miscarriage started, is me losing my symptoms, and everyone just thought I was crazy, and no one really listened to me whenever I said something was wrong. They just said, oh, it's anxiety, oh, it's anxiety, and I understand. I do have really bad anxiety, but like, I just feel like it's mother's intuition to know when something's wrong with their child, and I knew that something was wrong when something, like, I didn't know at 6 weeks 6 days I was still having symptoms, but like at 8 weeks I knew something was wrong. Symptoms aren't supposed to, I mean, I just feel like symptoms aren't supposed to just come and go like this. Apparently a lot of people experience that, but I always associated symptoms with rising HCG levels. So to me, if I'm losing symptoms, that means my HCG levels aren't rising anymore. So I did make my first OB appointment, and that is for January 15th. And I'm going to be going to that. I am like literally, I'll be 8 weeks then, and I'm literally so ready to get to this appointment and make sure everything is okay. Like, I feel like something is so wrong, and I really thought that this was going to be it for me and my husband. I haven't even technically missed my period yet. It's not out of December yet. We have 3 more days until I'll technically miss my period. Right now I could start my period and just be a chemical pregnancy and it'd be late. So I'm really anxious for this month to get over with as well. Okay, we only have like 7 more seconds. Okay. This makes me feel a little bit better. It took like pretty much all the dye from the control line. But honestly, this is how my test last time when I had the miscarriage. I knew something was wrong and I took another test to see if the line was darker and everything, and this is how the other test turned out too. The test line was darker than the control line. And it was just that my HCG levels hadn't started dropping yet because it was a miscarriage. That's just, I'm so terrified because I'd rather just miscarry if I'm going to, rather than have to go through that miscarriage again. I grew so attached. So did my husband. I thought we was almost out of the first trimester. We grew so attached to the baby, only to find out we had lost him a month ago. I knew that was hard. And like, I had never heard of a missed miscarriage before. Like, that was nothing I had ever heard of before. I thought if you miscarried, you were gonna bleed, you were gonna pass the baby, you either had to get a D&C or, you know, something, you know, you were gonna know. I didn't know that you could carry a dead baby for that long. That was really hard on us. And I think it has really messed me up mentally this time, because even though I'm not bleeding or anything, I'm telling myself, don't worry unless you start bleeding, don't worry unless you start bleeding. But like, the thing is, I didn't start bleeding and my baby was dead then last time. And I hadn't started bleeding when it died. So I just don't know. I'm so conflicted because I don't want to worry, because obviously that's not helpful at all. But I do have like extreme anxiety and I can't really help but worry. I am on medication for it, but I'm on Prozac, and every doctor I've talked to just says that that's the medicine to like take the edge off. And that's all that's used for, and that's, I mean, it is safe for pregnant women, so it's probably why. Hey guys, so it is the same night that you guys just saw me taking that pregnancy test, and I'm actually about to go pick up my husband and head to the hospital because I'm starting to spot. I know that spotting can be quite common during pregnancy, but early pregnancy, but I just have felt something is wrong for a couple of days. So it's almost midnight, so I guess technically I'm 6 weeks today. It's past midnight, so I'm technically 6 weeks today. I've got to go pick up my husband. I will let you guys know what's going on probably when we get back from the hospital. My camera's about to die, so I'm not gonna, and they don't allow you to record in there, so I will let you guys know what's going on when I get back. Hopefully we'll get some answers and not just nothing because they don't know what's going on or something. Hey guys, it is about a week later since that last clip you saw where I was going to the hospital. Not a lot has happened then. Since then, we went to the hospital. We were there for about 4 hours, and we're told basically that, you know, everything looks good. What was my HCG levels from then to then? They did blood work. They did a ultrasound. So December 17th, my HCG was 208.20, and then on the 29th, which like I said is about a week ago, it was 17,000. So I did the math, that's more than doubling every 48 hours, so that's really good. The ultrasound tech said that everything looks good. I'm measuring as far along as I should be. Obviously there was no baby to measure because I was only 6 weeks, but everything else looks really good. She's kind of worrying me because she was like, how far along you were supposed to be? After I already told her I was supposed to be 6 weeks. And then, you know, the doctor, whenever he finished telling me, you know, everything looks fine, you're just spotting, he was like, just remember nothing's guaranteed. And I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Should I be worried about something? Like, I don't really understand what they were trying to say to me. You know, I would rather them just come out and say something's wrong, than something be wrong. They did check me for ectopic pregnancy as well, which the ultrasound tech said honestly at this point they wouldn't be able to see anyway, at 6 weeks. So I mean, really, they wouldn't be able to tell me. They can tell me that the gestational sac is in the uterus, which it was, but that doesn't mean the baby is, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So I haven't really spotted since that day until today. Today I started spotting some more, but it was just like the brown, like old blood discharge. I'm really trying hard not to worry until, you know, I start being in pain or I start bleeding more or hear bad news. I mean, that's just really what I'm trying to wait for something, you know, to worry. It's just really hard not to worry. When I've already gone through this once and my symptoms fluctuate like crazy, like for about 3 days before I went to the hospital, I wasn't having any symptoms at all. And then the day I went to the hospital, my boobs got really sore again. And I was starting to feel really nauseous for like 2 days. And then now I'm not having any symptoms again. So it's really hard not to worry whenever everything like that combines. But I'm really trying hard not to worry. But yeah, I will try to keep you guys updated. Like I said, it's really hard to film right now because my sleep schedule is all out of whack. I'm basically going to bed at 5 a.m. right now and not getting up till 1 or to 3 p.m. I literally hate that sleep schedule and I want to change it. But it is hard because my husband does have that sleep schedule. I don't get to spend time with him if I'm sleeping while he's awake and he's sleeping while I'm awake. So it really is difficult to change that sleeping schedule, but I really want to, because I don't like being up just at night, especially because I don't really have anything to vlog or anything when I'm up at night. Like, we just sit around because there's not really much to do. So yeah, I'll just keep trying to keep you guys updated. Just keep me and my husband in your thoughts, and just hope that everything's okay. That's what we're trying to do. Just hope that everything's okay. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.